McGovern for any comments he wishes to make.
Well, thank you, Madam Chair. Today we're considering 5 bills reported out of the Education and Workforce Committee. So let's be honest about what these bills do. They cut people's wages, they mess with people's retirement savings, and they hand out more loopholes so big corporations can squeeze workers even harder. Now, none of this is new. It's recycled nonsense, more giveaways for powerful interests, while working people pay the price. These bills weaken basic labor protections that generations of Americans fought for. They make it easier for companies to dodge responsibility. They make it harder for workers to organize. And in short, they treat people like disposable parts instead of human beings. One bill lets companies rent workers through staffing agencies so they can pocket the profits while dodging accountability for wage theft, child labor, or discrimination. Another undermines the 40-hour work week, one of the crown jewels of the American labor movement, by letting employers demand longer hours for less overtime pay. Newsflash, giving people less pay for working overtime so companies can further pad their pockets doesn't help workers. It exploits them. Another bill meddles with retirement savings, making it harder for investors to consider real-world risks like climate science that Republicans consider to be too woke. It's a kind of ideological interference that's reckless and puts retirees' futures at risk. Another bill lets employers take advantage of tipped employees. And a final bill forces workers to attend job training without getting paid. Again, doubling down on the idea that it's okay to demand more work without fair compensation. I don't know who comes up with this stuff. All of this is a corporate wish list written by elites who don't understand what it means to work every day for a living. And here's the thing. You guys are pushing this stuff as the Trump administration has gone completely off the rails. In just the last week, Trump invaded Venezuela. A 37-year-old mother was murdered by ICE in Minneapolis. And last night, we found out that Trump's DOJ initiated a criminal investigation into the Fed chair, an unprecedented, politically motivated attack on the independence of our central bank. And instead of standing up, Republicans in Congress enable every bit of it. You know, when Republicans have power, it's never about working people. It's about protecting the guy in the White House and rewarding your donors. And instead of lowering costs, you give billionaires more tax cuts. Instead of oversight, you look the other way. Instead of governing, you shut down things so you don't have to do the hard work of finding bipartisan solutions. And I got to tell you, to my Republican friends, I think you're completely out of step with what Americans actually want. Americans don't want war. They want a secure retirement. They don't want an economy rigged for billionaires. They want affordable health care, food, rent, and a living wage. Americans don't want ICE killing more innocent people. They want the basic dignity of feeling safe where they live. This Congress and this administration are failing on every front and praying that nobody notices. Well, people notice, and Democrats will keep standing up for workers because working people deserve better than this. With that, I yield back.